Welcome back to 10 Minutes of Sleepy Astrology. This is before I do my million, and I am exhausted. I had a terrible night's sleep last night. So, this is going to be something. Mars in Gemini from June to August of 2026. Let's get started. So, some housekeeping before we do all of this. Please press all the buttons. I think it does something. I haven't been made aware of what it does yet, but I'm sure it does something if you do that. So press all the buttons. And you can book a reading with me if you want. You just have to reach out directly. And I have a bunch of social media stuff you should check it out, because I post different stuff on there most of the time than what I do on here. And August, let's see. I have notes, and y'all know I can't read my notes, so let's get started. Semi-sextile, Chiron and Taurus is 0 degrees. I have here, take the lead with morality. Again, we're coming back to God's will, like in the Mars in Aries video. I talked a lot about the God's will stuff. So that's at 0 degrees. 0 degrees. What do I say? The worst. It's I'm pulling a Trump. It's the worst. And that the reason why it's so bad. So Mars in Gemini is not bad. And Chiron in Taurus isn't necessarily I believe that Taurus isn't a ruler of Venus. I believe that if anything, Taurus would be the ruler of Chiron, and Virgo would be the ruler of Earth if we were born on Mars or something. So I know that in traditional normal astrology that Taurus is the ruler of Venus like Libra, and Virgo and Gemini are the rulers of Mercury. I disagree with that. That's a personal pet peeve thing of mine. We're gonna move on because I really do want to talk about this. Jupiter is this moment is going to go into Leo, and then that's going to square Chiron in Taurus as well. So we have a lot of this time period is not really about Mars. It's more so about the other planets. That's why I'm bringing these other planets into this conversation, because the Chiron in Taurus is the wounded healer in the home. Jupiter in Leo is large communication that's flagrant and just peacock communication. And the Mars is action in Gemini is duality. So you won't be able to pin down your own actions. You won't it's like you're trying to take a step in both directions. So I have ADHD. There are sometimes that my mind wants to go to this room, but my body is still in this room, and then I hurt myself. So that's Mars and Gemini type is you're going in two different directions, especially mentally with how you act. So it's saying one thing and it's not even saying one thing, it's doing one thing and doing another. It's multitasking poorly. So the semi-sextile Chiron is learning how to heal yourself in the home, and basically in order to not be in two different places at once, you need to be at home and do the centering and this, a lot of this stuff has been about self-work, so I'm not going to harp on it on this. The square, Jupiter square Chiron is it's also pretty intense because this is all happening at 0 degrees. So all of what I just said, make it as negative as possible. That's 0 degrees. So Jupiter and Chiron, how you communicate about your healing, just don't bother. It's not even you're gonna mess up the conversation. So just let's see. My note here says back up big talk. And by the way, while I'm giving up a bunch of info, I am doing a giveaway for a 4-leaf clover bookmark when I hit 5,000 subscribers. No, I still haven't picked one out yet. But I also feel like I have time because I only have 200 subs. Which, by the way, if you have subscribed, thank you. It has given me a lot of motivation to do all this. Moving on. Mars is going to be conjunct Uranus at around 3 degrees. I have 3 check marks. So yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. It's also going to sextile Neptune and Aries around 4 degrees. Anytime that I say the degree, it's going to be an estimate because I don't know where you are in the world and at what actual degree it is going to. So anytime that I do any of these, I'm not pinpointing the degree because it's going to be just a little bit like the minutes are going to be different. The degrees are going to be different for where you are at that time. So always just know that it's an estimate. I have here double-sided work with the mind in tune with higher self-healing. Venus in Virgo around 4 degrees creates a yod. I have not talked about yods before. With Pluto and Aquarius and Neptune in Aries around 4 degrees. So Venus is how you love in Virgo is being critical. Pluto in Aquarius is transforming the world. And Neptune in Aries is the spirituality with the self. So a yod, or God's finger, as we also like to call it, us astrologers. A yod is it's basically 2 in conjuncts, and it's going to pinpoint on, so you have Pluto here, Neptune over here, and Virgo over here. So it's pointing at this Venus in Virgo. So how you love critically and how you give compliments and how you critique people is being pointed out. And like, it's going to be pointing back. It's like, if you point at somebody, how many fingers are pointing back at you? That's it's like, what you say to the people you love and the people you care about. If you wouldn't want that said to you, don't be saying it to nobody else. Be nice, be kind, be gentle. On my notes here, I have relational healing. Humble your criticisms. Society is changing for you, God, morals, etc., the higher and lower realms. Hear the doors unlocking, clicking into place. And again, this is all around 4 degrees. So if you have 4 degrees around about in your chart, just be sure as to what else this may be hitting for you. Then at some point, I am running out of time so fast on this video, and I have so much more to go over. So, Jupiter in Leo, trine Pluto, nope, Moon in, there's going to be a really big thing. Uranus in Gemini, Neptune in Aries, Pluto in Aquarius, and the Moon in Libra, all around 4 degrees, are also going to be doing all kinds of other things. I have here, wow, that's 7/19/2026. Then Mars in Gemini is going to be sextile Saturn in Aries. At some point, Neptune goes retrograde. Pluto's already retrograde. I have here, I promise you not ready. Keep switching shit up. So keep switching up their own board we're playing on. They bought the courts, the rule books, and the banks. Saturn then goes retrograde. Mars squares Venus. The Sun conjuncts Jupiter in Leo. I have here show off. And then Mars goes into Cancer August 11th. I really wish I had more time to like deep dive into every single one of these things, but I simply don't. I keep these videos at 10 minutes because it's 10 minutes of astrology with Shay. So this is what you get. Sorry I couldn't be longer and more detailed information. If you want more detailed information, I need confirmation that this is making an impact as I would like for it to. Peace out, fam. Much love.